Hello. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me again. Allow me to say happy 2023 to you. I missed you. I don't know if you missed me too, but we're back continuing the series how to teach reading in 6 simple steps. And if you are new to the channel, I would invite you. I'm going to link the last 3 steps in a playlist above, so check those out and then come back to this video so that you can see just where we are. Don't make sense to start in the middle. Go to the beginning and work your way up. It's a new year and it's a good goal to set there before yourself. If you're an adult or of age and you can't read, or if you are a teacher or a friend or a parent, whatever it is that you are, it's a good goal to set. Oh, I'm going to teach a few people, if even one person, to read this year. So this is a good resolution. So let's get into it. So we are now at step 4. Go back to the last 3 videos to see what those steps are. But for step 4, we are now moving into the actual reading of the words. And we're not starting with nothing big. We're starting with small words. Our last step, we're just going to be adding to that step. So our last step, you may remember, was blending, where we put the sound of the vowel and the consonant together. After we've put the sound of the vowel and the consonant together, then we're going to add another letter to form a word. But there is a very important rule that we want to teach, and that is when there is one vowel in a word, that vowel usually says its short sound. Now, why do we need to say that? It's because at this stage, we want when the reader, if they have been reading to an extent or seeing words already, they would know, if they're not a young child, they would know that vowels have more than one sound. Sounds that we have looked at are the short sounds already. So a, e, o. So those are the short sounds, but we just want to preface whatever we're doing with that rule. So you say to the student, when there is one vowel in a word, because you're going to have to be working it out like somewhat like math, right? When there is one vowel in a word, it usually says its short sound. So we lay the groundwork. And so step 4 is actually learning to sound one vowel word. But what we're really focusing on, how many vowels are in the word in order to know how to read that word. So step 4 again is learn to read one vowel words. And again, the rule is when there is one vowel in a word, it usually says its short sound. That is the vowel. So if we were to look at the blend L and E, L says L, E says L, le. Now, if we were to add a T at the end, it would be L says L, E says L, le, t, let. That's how we put it together. L, O. L says L, O says A, la. If we were to add a T, la. T, lot. Let's look at li. L says L, I says E, li. Lit, lit. Let's look at ta. T says T, O says A, T, A. Ta, and the consonant T, ta, t, tot. So you will notice those were putting the blends together, then adding the consonant T at the end to form the one vowel word. Very simple words, very easy to sound. Once they master, again, the sounds of the vowels, the sounds of the consonant, they master the blending, then this step is literally just adding the consonant at the end and forming the word. Now, notice that there is a process that I went through, and it's very important, I think, to keep repeating the same process, the same technique. So typically, I would not have the learner saying, for example, if we're looking at, let's say we're looking at the word let. So we have L-E-T. I would not have them say L says L, E says T says T, and then work it out to let, because I want them to bite it off in chunks. You want them to bite it off in chunks. So you start with the first part of the word, which is the blend. right? The blend would have been le. L says l, E says e, l, e, le. So they work out that first part. Then there's a T at the end, we're not finished. Then they go le, le. So make them have them master the sound of that blend as is. Le, t, le, t. So it's a blend plus the consonant and not one letter plus two letter plus three letter sounds coming together, because by the time they get to the third letter they may have forgotten what was at the beginning, right? That's just, I think, a very effective way to do it. So we go L says L, E says E, L, E, le, t, let. I will put it all together. And so you go through a series of words. We have words like lit, tell, that's 4 letters, but T says T, E says E, T, te. And even though there are 2 L's, we emphasize that it just makes 1 L sound. So there are 2 L's, but we're not saying L, right? We're just saying L, still just L. So we go T says T, E says E, T, te, L, tell, right? It's really exciting, at least for me, many times when you see them, when the light bulb comes on and you see them put it together. Let's try till. T says T, I says E, T, E, T, L, till, till. Just gonna do one other example. Let's look at some B words, 1 vowel B words. So we know B says B, and we know the sounds of the vowels already. So we say the blends and then make the word. B says B, A says A, ba, bat, bat. B says B, I says E, B, B, t, bit. B says B, U says O, bo, t, bot. Say it a little. T says T, U says O, t, O, to, b, to. B says B, O says A, b, ba, b, bob. So we're putting those 3, we're saying the blends, adding the consonant at the end, and sounding 1 vowel word. And the rule that governs this step is that when there is 1 vowel in a word, it usually says it's short. So I'm going to be sharing some words that you can use for practice. I will link a PDF in the description box below. It won't cost you a thing, it's free to download. And speaking of free, you know what else is free? Hitting your subscribe button. I ask you to do just that before you click off of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I ask that you share the video. If you have found any value at all, do not hesitate to click a like and tell somebody that for 2023 we are teaching persons to read and they want to join this movement. It feels like we're almost at step 6, because next video I'll be uploading is step 5. So I'll see you then again. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.